if we want to interpret this line graph, we've got these line segments, and I've already put on a little bit of information. I made this one red, yellow, green, and blue. And when you're reading from left to right, what direction your eyes go is going to help you decide if something's increasing or decreasing. So if I start over here, notice that when I look from left to right, my eyes go up. So this section right here is increasing or going uphill. Then I continue, and now my eyes are going down. So that section is downhill. So that section is decreasing. Then along this section, it's going uphill just a little bit. So that section is increasing. And then when I finish moving my eyes from left to right, my eyes are looking down. So that section is downhill, known as decreasing. This graph is representing how hot it is, what the temperature is every day at noon. So on Friday, the temperature is 65 degrees. On Saturday, the temperature is 70 degrees. On Sunday, the temperature is right in between 66 and 68, so it's 67 degrees. Monday, the temperature is 68 degrees, and Tuesday, the temperature is 66. So if on Friday, the temperature was 65, and on Saturday, the temperature is 70, the temperature went up. And then the next day, the temperature went down, temperature went up, and the temperature went down. So let's go ahead and answer the easier of the questions first. What was the least, the smallest noon temperature for the 5 days? Well, we're gonna go looking for the lowest point. So on Friday, the temperature was 65 degrees. That point is lower than these ones. So that means that the lowest temperature at noon was on Friday. And it says, what was the greatest noon temperature? In other words, what's the highest temperature? And this point right here, Saturday, has the highest point, and that's at 70 degrees. So looking for the highest point, that turns out to be Saturday. Okay, then it says, when did the noon temperature have the greatest increase? You could go through and get exact amounts, but there's a shortcut here. For example, from Friday to Saturday, Friday is at 65 degrees and Saturday is at 70 degrees. So I know that it went up by 5. So I could go ahead and find how much it went up or down on every single day. But a faster way to do this is look at the steepness of the line. Greatest increase, so if it's an increase, it's going uphill. And if it's a decrease, it's going downhill. So first off, for all of these options, greatest increase, uphill and uphill. It's between this one, the red one, and the green one. And then if you have a really big increase, what happens is the slope is steeper. Like here, it's this steep, and then that's even steeper. If you have a really big increase, you're gonna have a really steep line segment. And if you have just a little tiny increase, it's only gonna be a moderate steepness there. So when I'm looking at it, I'm not actually calculating by exactly how much it went up or down. I'm just comparing the steepnesses of the line segment. So both the red and the green are going up, so they're possible increases, and the red one is steeper. So I know that the red one is going to be the greatest steepness. So that's going to be from Friday to Saturday. And for your notes, I'm just emphasizing that it's because it's the steepest uphill section. Okay, and then when did the noon temperature have the greatest decrease? Well, if we want the greatest decrease, we're only looking at the downhill sections. So my options would be this kind of yellow-orange one or the blue one. I'll call it orange. So orange and blue are my options there. And whichever one is if it goes down by a lot, it's going to be very steep. But if it only goes down by a little bit, it won't be nearly as steep. So comparing the steepnesses, this orange one is a lot steeper than the blue one. So the orange one is going to be the greatest decrease. So that's going to be from Saturday to Sunday. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here for your final notes that, whoops, my bad, that this one here, oh, maybe I won't, but this is the steepest, and steepest going uphill, and this one is the steepest going downhill.